In 2010, a 24-year-old college graduate named Jason sat in his childhood bedroom in Ohio, staring at a laptop screen. He wasn't looking at a stock chart. He was watching a digital coin trade for less than $1. Most Americans didn't even know it existed. Jason didn't fully understand it either, but he felt something powerful, a sense that the old financial rules no longer worked for his generation. Fast forward to today, millions of US millennials are making the same choice Jason did. They are walking away from traditional stocks and stepping into cryptocurrency. This shift didn't happen overnight. It was born from crisis, disappointment, and a deep loss of trust. In 2008, Wall Street collapsed. Banks were rescued. Corporations were saved. But millennials, many still in school or just starting their careers, paid the price. Jobs disappeared. Student debt exploded. Home ownership slipped out of reach. While older generations recovered through rising stock portfolios and real estate, millennials were left behind. By 2010, the S&P 500 began its historic climb. But many young Americans couldn't participate. They had no extra cash to invest. And even if they did, the stock market felt rigged, slow, complicated, and controlled by insiders. Then came a white paper written by someone calling himself Satoshi Nakamoto. In January 2009, the first block of Bitcoin was mined. Its message was clear: a financial system without banks, without bailouts, without gatekeepers. To millennials, this wasn't just technology, it was rebellion. By 2013, Bitcoin crossed $1,000 for the first time. In 2017, it surged past $19,000. And again, in 2021, it shocked the world. Each surge pulled in a new wave of young investors. Unlike stocks, crypto didn't require permission. No minimum balance, no financial advisor, no decades of waiting. Apps like Coinbase and Robinhood turned investing into something simple, fast, and emotional. A millennial in Texas could buy Bitcoin at midnight. A designer in New York could trade Ethereum during lunch. A gig worker in California could invest with just $20. Stocks felt old, crypto felt alive. But there was more beneath the surface. Millennials grew up online. They trusted code more than corporations. They believed transparency mattered more than tradition. When they looked at Wall Street, they saw fees, delays, and favoritism. When they looked at blockchain, they saw open ledgers and equal access. Then, inflation hit. In 2020, trillions of dollars were printed almost overnight. Stimulus checks arrived, asset prices exploded. By 2022, inflation reached levels not seen in 40 years. Rent soared, food prices climbed, savings lost value. The Federal Reserve raised interest rates aggressively, shaking both stock and crypto markets. But millennials had already learned a painful lesson. Cash was risky too. To them, cryptocurrency wasn't just an investment. It was a hedge against a system they no longer trusted. Stocks represented corporations. Crypto represented choice. Still, the journey wasn't smooth. Crypto crashes wiped out fortunes. Scams increased. Volatilities tested emotions. Yet millennials stayed. Why? Because unlike stocks, crypto offered ownership beyond borders. It moved at internet speed. It matched the world they lived in. By 2023, surveys showed millennials were more likely to own crypto than individual stocks. Not because crypto was safer, but because it felt fairer. They weren't chasing quick riches. They were chasing control. Control over money. Control over time. Control over their financial future. The lesson here is not that stocks are bad or crypto is perfect. The real lesson is this: every generation invests based on its scars. Boomers trusted companies. Gen X trusted diversification. Millennials trust decentralization. The future of money will not belong to one asset class. It will belong to those who understand risk, discipline, and long-term thinking. Speculation can build wealth, but education protects it. Technology changes markets, but psychology drives decisions. And the biggest danger isn't volatility, it's blind belief. So here's the question that matters most. Are millennials escaping a broken system, or unknowingly building the next one?